Do you remember the laughs from MASH? Behind them lie unexpected losses. One character was written off with a plane crash on the show. Just a few years later, the actor passed away in real life, almost echoing that very script. They weren't just playing roles. They lived, and then left us before we were ready to say goodbye. Let's look back at the people who turned MASH into a legend and left an indelible mark on the memory of a whole generation. McLean Stevenson, Henry Blake. McLean Stevenson portrayed Lieutenant Colonel Henry Blake as a kind, somewhat absent-minded yet incredibly relatable and lovable commanding officer. His role in MASH was to create a humorous and deeply human superior, a stark contrast to the rigid military stereotype. He was the anchor of the 4077th Unit, where chaos and laughter constantly intertwined. Audiences adored his attempts to navigate difficult situations with forced optimism or his impromptu briefing sessions. His performance left its deepest mark at the end of Season 3, when his character decided to leave the military and return home to his family. His departure was staged as a sudden, tragic event. His plane was shot down over the Sea of Japan. This scene shocked viewers and became one of the most controversial, yet powerful and groundbreaking moments in television history, proving that even a comedy could deliver genuine pain. Though he left MASH early, the impact of Henry Blake through Stevenson's acting is undeniable, earning him a Golden Globe in 1974 and an Emmy nomination. The actor passed away at 68 on February 15, 1996, from a heart attack, as if fate had mirrored the tragedy of the very character he brought to life. A shocking death on screen. And then in real life, another unexpected departure. Do you remember how it felt when you first learned Henry Blake wouldn't be coming back? Hold on to that thought, because the next person made us laugh, and sometimes grind our teeth in frustration. Larry Linville, Frank Burns. Larry Linville transformed Major Frank Burns into a perfect foil for Hawkeye's and Trapper's free spirits and irreverence. He played the role of a comical villain, a pompous soldier disliked by many, and often the target of the Doctor's pranks. Linville brilliantly captured the insecurity hidden beneath Frank's self-important exterior, making him both detestable and somewhat pitiable. His character stood out through his secret affair with Hot Lips Houlihan, his constant complaints about the other doctor's moral decay, and his clear incompetence in medicine. These elements created many classic comedic moments, highlighting the contrast between wartime ideals and the chaotic reality of the camp. After his character was forced to leave the military due to psychological issues, the actor continued his career, but no role achieved the same popularity as Frank Burns. Larry Linville passed away at 60 on April 10, 2000, after a quiet battle with lung cancer, ending an artist's devoted life to the role that made him famous. Frank could drive you crazy, but beneath it all was a loneliness few saw. In that camp, who would you trust when things spiraled out of control? For many, it was the gentle voice from the small chapel behind the post-op room. William Christopher, Father Mulcahy. He breathed life into Father John Patrick Francis Mulcahy with kindness, compassion, and an endearing innocence. He served as the spiritual anchor, a voice of reason and faith in a harsh wartime environment. Father Mulcahy was the only non-surgeon, yet his role was indispensable. He often listened, comforted, and sometimes mediated conflicts within the unit. Christopher portrayed this character as he offered counsel to wounded soldiers, conducted simple religious ceremonies, or tried to ease everyone's pain and despair. Though he rarely participated directly in surgeries, his presence consistently brought a sense of peace and hope to the entire camp. After MASH's success, this talented actor dedicated much time to charity work, particularly raising awareness for autism, a condition his son lived with. On New Year's Eve, December 31, 2016, as people prepared to welcome a new beginning, this star passed away at 84 from small cell carcinoma. And in later seasons, as the front lines shifted, a new character arrived with a vastly different demeanor. Aristocratic, detached, yet no less humane, the priest's serenity was medicine for the whole crew. Have you ever wondered, in wartime, is there room for music and elegance? Charles Winchester proved that a compassionate heart could be hidden in a cold tuxedo. David Ogden Stiers, Charles Winchester. Not as boisterous as Trapper or Hawkeye, Charles Emerson Winchester III brought an entirely new dynamic to MASH. David Ogden Stiers portrayed him as the representative of the aristocratic, intellectual class, a talented but arrogant surgeon who loved art and a luxurious life, a complete opposite to Hawkeye and BJ. His portrayal of this character was incredibly nuanced, demonstrated by his constant attempts to maintain a refined demeanor in the field, his verbal duels with Hawkeye, or those rare moments when he revealed his compassion through his love for classical music. This contrast created many subtly deep comedic situations, while also allowing the character to show unexpected humane sides, like when he taught music to local soldiers or helped struggling patients. Stiers received 3 Emmy nominations for this role, showcasing his exceptional acting abilities. Off-screen, the actor's life was very private, and it wasn't until 2009 that he publicly came out as gay. He passed away at 75 on March 3, 2018, at his home, after a long battle with bladder cancer. Though he never married or had children, his diverse artistic legacy continues to resonate. Beneath the haughty exterior was a heart that loved people and beauty. But even before those elegant gestures, MASH began with unfiltered laughter, like from 2 old friends. And Trapper John was an indispensable half of that duo. Wayne Rogers, Trapper John. Wayne Rogers defined Trapper John McIntyre as a talented surgeon, Hawkeye's close friend, and accomplice. In the early seasons of MASH, he played a crucial role in creating a comedic counterpoint, a companion in pranks and struggles against superiors. He was a family man, yet equally mischievous and ready to raise hell with Hawkeye. His character's bond with Hawkeye was a core element in his scenes, from urgent surgeries to escapades from the camp in search of fun. The chemistry of this duo was a significant factor in the show's early appeal. Wayne Rogers left the show after 3 seasons due to contractual disagreements and a desire not to have his character overshadowed. His career after MASH took a different turn, as he became a successful businessman and investor, frequently appearing on financial news channels. He passed away on December 31, 2015 at 82, from complications of pneumonia. And when he left, a new commanding officer arrived, like a strict but endlessly compassionate father. Harry Morgan, Colonel Potter. Harry Morgan joined MASH in its 4th season as Colonel Sherman T. Potter, replacing Henry Blake, and quickly became a beloved character. He played the role of a stable leader, a tough veteran with a kind heart and fatherly affection. He was a disciplinarian who was also humorous, often dispensing wise remarks or witty jabs. His contributions to MASH included maintaining order in the chaotic unit, showing deep care for the soldiers under his command, and serving as a steady anchor for everyone. His presence brought warmth and emotional depth to MASH's later seasons, helping the show retain its appeal even after several main characters departed. Morgan won an Emmy for this role. With a career spanning over 7 decades, Harry Morgan was a true Hollywood legend. Though he lived a long life until 96, when he passed away on December 7, 2011, from pneumonia, it was still a great loss, as if the world had lost a beloved grandfather's figure. And occasionally, when things were too quiet, all it took was one person to appear, and everything turned upside down, in a way no one could predict. Edward Winter, Colonel Flagg. Edward Winter created one of MASH's most memorable and unique recurring characters, Colonel Flagg, a bizarre, paranoid, and utterly unpredictable government agent. He played the role of introducing an element of surprise, a touch of madness and dark humor, disrupting the 4077th equilibrium. His character made an impact through his sudden appearances and disappearances, the bizarre conspiracy theories he would propose, or his hilariously irrational actions. Though he only appeared in 7 episodes, Winter's sharp acting transformed Flagg into an icon of chaos and irony regarding the military system. Every time Colonel Flagg appeared, audiences knew there would be cringeworthy yet funny situations. This talented artist passed away at 63 on March 8, 2001, due to Parkinson's disease, ending a life dedicated to art in quiet solitude. Ending. They weren't just characters on a screen. They were a part of childhood, of evenings spent gathered around the TV. They were laughter, lessons, and emotions for a generation. Though they've left this world, what they left behind is love, memories, and moments that will never fade. Do you remember any MASH moment you'll never forget? Share it in the comments to keep a beautiful part of our memories alive together.